spiritual wisdom and human wants found in the words of Chinese author Xuemo. So no matter where you are joined from, I hope you can feel a sense of peace, inspiration, and connection in this little corner of internet. Today, I'm going to share you a book written by Chinese author Xuemo, Beyond Emptiness. Beyond Emptiness, written by Chinese spiritual writer and realized being Xuemo. So, welcome to our live stream. I'm so happy you're here with me today. Whether you are joining us from US, Europe, Mexico, South America, Southeast Asia, or anywhere else around the world, I'm so happy you're here with me today. Thank you for tuning in, my friend. This channel is dedicated to sharing you the spiritual wisdom and human warmth found in the words of Chinese author Xuemo. So, no matter where you are joining from, I hope you can feel a sense of peace, inspiration. Hi, Timo, nice to meet you, my friend. Okay, my brother. Okay, Timothy, nice to meet you. How's everything? Yeah, let's finish talk about that. Okay, Mr. Xuemo is one of the prolific and inspiring author from Western China, and his stories bridge Eastern wisdom and universal human emotions, offering readers around the world deep insight and timeless inspiration. So, if you love meaningful story, profound thoughts, and beautifully written books, you're absolutely in the right place. Reading is not only about getting knowledge; it's a way. Yeah, I remember you, Timothy. Timothy, yeah, I remember you. How's anything, Timothy? Yeah, don't just scroll past. Hit the follow button and subscribe our channel and stay with us. We go live different times every day, bringing you fun stories, inspiring talks, and good vibes. This is a space full of warmth, positivity, and love. So may you sit at home right here and give us a like and drop a comment below if you have any questions. Let's spend a wonderful time together right here. My friend, hi, Timothy. Okay, today my topic is our actions shape our destiny, and we can rewrite story of our life. So there is a verse: to know destiny is the key. Wise choices decide gains and loss. Our fate is created by our own mind. Humanity and nature can unite as one. So that is the theories of the Taoists. Humanity and nature can unite as one. Living in this world, it is just like acting in a drama. The script is already written. The story is unfolding right now. Yeah. We should fully accept everything who appears and lives. Yeah, I'm going to share you our author's opinion about the life. Yeah. So our author said that we are the creator of our own mind. Okay, we are the creator of our own mind. Yeah. So that's today's topic. Okay, that's today's topic. Our actions shape our destiny. Yeah, and we can rewrite the story of our life. Yeah. So our fate is created by our thought. Humanity and nature can unite as one. Living in this world, it just like acting in a drama. The script is already written and the story is unfolding right now. We should fully accept everyone who appears and lives in our life. Although the plot is set and its progress follow our old program, scenes follow scene, one after another. No grumbling, no fear. The fate of the individual is just a game of time. Okay, first, what does it mean to truly know your destiny? It goes deeper than the Confucius word that he knew the heaven mandate at 50s. To know your faith means recognizing your life's mission and then making choices and trade-offs. Our life has limited capacity. We cannot hold everything. We must pick what matters most to us. Realizing and making this choice is truly understanding of the fate. Next, our mind shape our destiny. Our mind shape our fate. Nature is a vast universal. Nature is a vast universe, and each person is a small universe. Universe is a the nature is a vast universe, and each person is a small universe. When we achieve selflessness, when we achieve the selflessness, we merge into nature and gain the power of the universe. No, I didn't have my single channel. I only take the live stream right here. Okay, the channel of our author Xuemo. Yeah. So this is the harmony between man and human. Chinese culture realized on two great minds. Okay, Confucius and Lao Tzu. Confucius built a social order to keep the society stable, and Lao Tzu free our spirit from worldly trivialities. Neither can be missed. Confucius and Lao Tzu. Yeah. So many people say life is a big stage, and traditional popular astrology prove that life follows certain rules. Yeah, at birth, family had heritage. The family heritage. So, what is the Taoism? Okay, so the Taoism, okay, was found by the Chinese philosopher Lao Tzu. Okay, Lao Tzu, and he have and is and his philosophical is just like that. Tao follow nature and non-action. Humanity and universal act as one. Yeah. So I'm going to share you the later. Okay. So may so okay. Yeah. Actually, that's not a religion. The Taoist is not a religion, okay? The Taoism is not a religion. It's just kind of culture in China, okay? My friend Timothy. Yeah. So let's continue to talk about that, okay? At birth, at birth, family heritages and natural energies from the fixed life program, okay? Which lead to the fatalism, okay, but fate is not unchangeable. That's the different. That's the different. Okay, that's the different. The Japanese, the Japanese, how to say that? The Japanese one is just like about the Shinto for Japan. Joanna, that's not Joanna's channel. That's our author Xuemo's channel, my friend. Yeah, that's not okay. That's not Joanna's channel. That's our author Xuemo's channel. Okay, can you see the background behind me? Okay, can you see the background behind me? Okay, this gentleman is our author Xuemo. Really? Okay, maybe. Okay, yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Really? So your name is Obian. Obian, nice to meet you. Obian, nice to meet you. Yeah, actually, Mr. Shermore is the teacher of Joanna. Joanna is the student, okay? So, Joanna, for the English, maybe Joanna is much greater than our author Shermore, but the wisdom and the books, okay, I think Mr. Shermore is much greater than Joanna. You know that our author Sherman has written more than 80 titles with over 300 editions. Yeah. So Joanna, she cannot write a single word. She cannot write a single word. She only have the title to speak English. Okay, so that's my opinion. Okay, opinion. Opinion. Okay, opinion. Yeah. So let's continue talk about the book. Okay, let's continue talk about the book. Okay. So when our minds change, our life programs, our life programs shift, and we can get a brand new plot. This is what we means by our mind shape our destiny. Yeah. So we are we are only actors on this stage, not directors or writers. Timothy, okay? Yeah, that is his opinion, okay? That's his opinion, okay? So we are the only actors on this stage, okay? Not the directors or the writers. We cannot pick our script. We cannot pick our script and drive another character away. Uh, yeah, yeah. So you know that some kind of goddess in China, some kind of goddess in China, for example, Guan Yin is a goddess, okay, and the Nigama is also a goddess, yeah. So that is some kind in China. Just for example, Niwa, the goddess who made all the human beings in China. Okay, Niwa. Okay, so that's the goddess in China. Yeah, that's the goddess in China. Yes. Okay. So let's continue to talk about the book. The book. Okay. So we have to accept every role, including opponents, antagonists, and the antagonist. Just as audience love the dramatic conflict, hardship, and rival make our life brilliant and push us to grow. Actually, the Buddhist is the atheist. Okay, the Buddhism is atheist. Okay, so I think about the movie of the Whiplash, the Whiplash. Okay, have you ever watched the movie of the real Whiplash? Whiplash, yeah. The street coach Fletcher once said to Andrew, his student, yeah, if a if a musical genius only get comfort without criticism, he will never push himself to the extreme. Our life most beautifully when nourished by sweat, tears, and even suffering. Yeah. So the general plot may be fixed. Yet we write the running programs with our own mind and put it into practice with our actions. Facing countless, facing countless sense with no complaint or panic. Okay? If we choose to stay on the stage, we can only adjust our attitude and keep performing. Yeah, in the end, the life is a small ego of nothing but a game of time. We spend our whole life collecting clothes, treasures, and belongings. But when we grow old and move to a nourishing house, we suddenly understand we owe nothing forever. Yeah, yeah, you're right. Mm, but when we grow old and move to a nourished house, we suddenly understand we owe nothing forever. We only keep these things temporary, temporary. Okay? So we wake up to the truth that we can take nothing away. We begin to create an eternal life. That is the true state of knowing the fate. Yeah? So Our action builds our great destiny, and we can rewrite our life plot. Daniel, nice to meet you. Uh, so that is that okay, Daniel. Just because the world is the reflection of your mind, okay, that's just because the world is the reflection of your mind. So maybe she told to anyone just like this way. So and some people misunderstanding him, misunderstanding her. Okay, so let's continue to talk about the topic today. Okay, our action our actions forge great destiny, and we can rewrite every chapters of our life drama. Yeah. So to know destiny is the key. Wise choice distinguishes gain and loss. Your fate is shaped by your own mind. Your fate is shaped by your mind. Humanity and nature can become one. Come in, come into this world is just like performing a stage play. The script has already been written, and the story is unfolding right now. We should fully accept all those who come and go, although the general plot is settled. Yeah, its development follow a set course. Things come after scenes. We should not complain, nor should we fear. The fate of our small individual self is merely a game played by time. Daniel, yeah? So, in this book, our author now this is Louis from Western China. I'm here to share you some opinions from this book, Beyond Empathy is written by Chinese author Xuemo. Okay, Beyond Empathy is written by Chinese author Xuemo. To know destiny is the key. Wise choice distinguish gain and loss. The most important things in this life is to understand your life mission, but awareness alone is not enough. Okay? You also need to make clear choice and trade off. Hi, Daniel. Okay, I'm here to share you the book written by Chinese author Xuemo, the opinion from this book. Okay, how to the action can shape our destiny. The action can shape our destiny. Okay, so the most important things in our life is to understand our life's mission. But awareness alone is not enough. You also need to make clear choice and trade off. This understanding of the destiny go further than Confucius said. Okay, in the old saying in China, Confucius said, at 50s, one come to perceive life's destiny and live faithfully with his calling. Yeah. So that's an ancient saying in China, 50知天命. At 50s, one come to perceive life's destiny and live faithfully with his calling. Yeah. Be it tells us that our life has limited capacity. Okay? We can hold too many things. We cannot hold too many things. Nor can we attempt everything. We must select what matters most to us. Realizing we have to choose. Figuring out how to choose and truly making that choice. This is the real meaning of knowing destiny. Yeah. No matter what work we do, no matter what dreams we pursue, we must first know our fate. We must know our fate at first. Yeah. So your fate is shaped by your own mind. Humanity and human can become one. Hi, my friend. Mortgage. So what do you mean the 100 US dollar? Okay, this book is about 35 US dollar. The printed edition of the book beyond emptiness on Amazon. And the book is for fast delivery. Okay, my friend. So beyond emptiness written by Chinese author Xuemo, okay? Bohai. Bohai, nice to meet you. So let's continue to talk about the book, okay? Your fate is shaped by your own mind. Humanity and nature can become one. Yeah, the whole nature world is a great universe, and while each human being is a small universe, when you reach the state of selflessness, you will merge into nature and become part of the great universe, receiving the support of the karmic cosmic power. The human beings and nature share the same essence. That is why sincere prayers in a service stage often come true. Yeah. So sincere prayers in a service stage often come true. Yeah. Only those who possess great wisdom can discover this secret. Yeah. So Lao Tzu in China, Lao Tzu fully attend this realm and master this truth, and Confucius fell a little short of this level. Yet he was also a great sage. Chinese culture, Chinese culture cannot exist without either of them. Without Confucius, society will lose order and its anchor, falling apart easily. Falling apart easily. Without Lao Tzu, human spirit would never soar freely, trapped forever in worldly practicality. Uh, practicality. Confucius, Confucius laid the foundation of Chinese civilization, while Lao Tzu built its superior upper structure. The two are indispensable. Okay, Lao Tzu and Confucius are equally indispensable. Okay, so coming coming in coming into this world is just like performing a stage play. Yeah, the script has already been written. Our script has already been written, and the story is unfolding right now. And the story is unfolding right now. The whole world is a huge stage, and every human's life is a drama with a fixed script. Here among the bustling, where among the bustling crowds, very few people can see through these truths and transcend the illusory this idea. Yeah, and transcending the illusory play of the mortal life. An old saying, an old saying perfectly express this idea. Yeah, the sun and the moon, the sun and the moon are the two eternal lamps. Heaven and earth, a stage of endless and grand. We mortal show at our thousands years tales. Few can perceive the truth the world entails. Yeah, there is that the sun and the moon are the two eternal lamps. Heaven and the earth form one day's play. You and I have acted for 1,000 years. Yet who truly understanding the meaning of this performance? Who understand the meaning of this performance? Yeah. So the traditional Chinese four pillar astrology can uh, can ac- can accurately calculate the trajectory of person's life, and it proved that the human face follows such certain patterns. Yeah, and that is the Yi Sutras in China, Yi Jing. Okay, these patterns are formed by human nature, inheritance, and her habitual tendencies. When a baby is born, when a baby is born, family genetic information and cosmic energies combine, embedding an unchangeable programs deep into one's life. If people cannot transform this inner program, no matter how hard they struggle, their life story will never experience essential change. This is where the fat, fatalism originates. Yet the fatalism is not absolute. Okay, human beings can transform their mind. Once the minds change, the life program shift, and the whole course of fate will alter, unfolding a brand new plot. That is exactly what your fate is shaped by your own mind's needs. Okay, our audition's opinions that your fate is shaped by your own mind. Yeah, we are the creator of our own mind. Yeah, we are the creator of our own world. So we should fully accept all those who come and go. You know that the life is a big stage. Any actors can step onto the stage as long as the plot requires it. Yeah, even if you dislike a certain character and want to drive them off the stage, you can do that. Not should you. In your own life drama, you are merely an actor. You are neither the director nor the screenwriter. You have no right to rewrite the script, let alone decide the arrivals and departures of other characters. Other peoples are not the directors of your play either. Yeah. So your life script is fixed the moment you are born. Okay? Your life script is fixed the moment you are born. If it is the progress of your inner life stage, okay, it's the progress in your of your inner life stage, the natural results of your karmic fate. Therefore, you must fully embrace every road that appears, including villains and rivals, because they are necessary for the plot. Just as an audience always prefers a story full of twists and fierce conflicts. Okay? Antagonists and struggles make the story exciting and help protagonists grow. I recall the movie of the River Flash. Have you ever watched the movie of the River Flash? There is a strict yet brilliant instructor, Fletcher, who used the harsh pressure to unlock the student's potential. After Fletcher drove a student Andrew out of the out of the band, out of the band, and got retaliated against, he said something thought provoking. If a musical genius never meets mockery and only receives comfort, Whenever he made mistakes, can he ever reach such extraordinary heights? Never. Never fracture. He, he will become complacent, complacent. He will become complacent even if she still craves great achievement. Yeah, he will never push himself as hard as he would after facing criticisms and setbacks. He will he will never know how far he can go. The most stunning the most stunning bloom of life can only be nurtured, nurtured by sweat, tear, and even blood. Yeah, although the general plot is settled, although the generous plot is settled, its development follows that course. Okay, the main storyline may be predetermined. Okay, the main storyline may be predetermined, but its operation still needs specific procedures. Who writes these procedures? Your own mind. Who put it into practice? Your own actions. Yeah. So I'm saying it again, okay? The main storyline in our life may be predetermined, but but its operation still needs specific procedures. Who write the procedures? Your own mind. Who puts it into practice? Your actions. Yeah. Sin comes after sin. We should not complain, nor should we fear. Life consists of countless sins that repeat and unfold one after another. No matter what situation unfolds, do not complain or be terrified. For this is how the script is written. If you cannot bear the performance any longer, you may choose to walk off the stage forever, which means death. All people choose suicide. All people who choose suicide make this choice. But if you decide to stay on the stage, you have to keep performing according to the script. Complaining will change nothing. Yeah, no matter how you grumble, events will still unfold as they are meant to be. What is meant to happen will happen, and what is not meant to happen will never come to pass. So long as you remain on this stage, okay. If you cannot be altered by your willingness and of acceptance, as long as you remain on the stage, you have to adjust your attitude and carry on. Okay, so the fate the fate of small individual self is merely a game played by time. The fate of our ego is nothing but a fleeting games of time. For years to old age, decades pass in the brink of an eye. When you look back, you often feel empty, wondering where time has gone and what you have truly accomplished in your life. It seems you have to gain many things, yet in the end, none of them truly belong to you. I once read an article on Witcher about an elderly man's inner journey. As he grew old and his children were too busy to take care of him, He had to move into a nursing home. The nursing homes is so popular in China. So a lot of old people, okay, they will move to the nursing home because their children are too busy to take care of them. While packing up his belongings, he suddenly woke up to the truth. He had spent a lifetime collecting the fine clothes, precious, precious jewelry, elegant furniture, and precious photos. Yet none of these possessions could follow him. He only he only got to see them, use them, and keep them temporarily. Yeah, the nursing homes only offer him one small room with a limited space where he could not keep all those items. Yeah, all the fine clothes, precious jewelries, elegant furnitures, and the treasures. He cannot take the treasures to the nursing homes. And after his death, these things are belong to others. Yeah. So that the old man know he suddenly waking up to the truth. Yeah. This is the truth of life. Mortal life is only a game of time. When you finally see clearly that you can take nothing with you at the end of your life and start building an eternal new identity, new destiny. Okay? When you finally see clearly that you can take nothing with you at the end of the life and start building an eternal new destiny. You have truly understand the fate and you have truly understood fate. Our action forge great destiny, and we hold the power to rewrite our life journey. How can we rewrite our life journey? Yeah, how can we? Now I'm going to sharing you something important right here. Yeah. So that is our author Xuemo do in his life. Yeah. So okay, now I'd like to share you the most powerful life rules that has completely changed my life. Yeah. So I believe this: a genius is never someone born extraordinary. A genius is simple a person who keep working steadily and relent- relentlessly towards one clear goal. Okay, Thailand. Thailand can give you a higher starting point, but only persistence can take you to the finish line. Many people admire genius, but few people understand that all lasting success comes from long-term and unremitting dedication. Yeah, here is a simple rule I've, I've lived by. Lock onto your target. Finish all your daily tasks earnestly. Not shortcuts, not slack. Then let go of unnecessary desire and overthinking. And sleep with a peaceful mind. And sleep with a peaceful mind. Most people fall in life not because they lack ability, but because they lack consistency. They have dream, but they're indulgent in comfort. They have goal, but they cannot resist instant pleasure. They overthink every night, but they waste every single day. Yeah. Over the years, Mrs. Xuemo has met so many people who are far more talented than him. Honestly, if they stay consistent and keep working hard, they would have easily outturned Mrs. Xuemo. But look what happens many years later, years after years. They, they stay stuck in the same place. The only thing that changed was their age. The only thing that changed was their age. Mrs. Shermore has grown older too, just like his friends. But Mrs. Shermore has completely rewritten his fate. Do you know the only difference between them? Mrs. Shermore just keep moving forward, step by step, toward his goal. And after decades of persistent effort, Mr. Schumer has published 8 dozens of books and become a better version of himself. That is our author Schumer behind me, okay? That is our author Schumer behind me, my friend. So today, I want to share you our author Schumer's real decades-long journey from the from the year of 1988 to through 2008. Our author Schumer spent a full 20 years creating Mr. Schumer's literary world, The Desert Challenges. Those 2 decades was loneliness and plainness, and most tempering years of his life. Yeah, to hold fast to his literary dream, our author Schumer to our author Schumer chose a reclusive life, staying away from worldly vanity and entertainment. Mr. Sherman set an unshakable daily schedule. Get up at 3 o'clock every morning and resting at 11 o'clock at night without interruption for 2 decades. Actually, our auto Sherman now he's also waking up at 3 a.m., 4 a.m. Yeah. So Mr. Sherman's daily life was simple but fulfilling. Walking to make alive, practicing spiritual cultivation, reading extensively, practicing martial arts, and devoting himself to writing. Mr. Sherman devoted all his time to self-improvement and dream pursuit, leaving no room for anxiety and indulgence. Yeah, the road of persistence is never smooth. During the 20 years of the great creating the desert rise, Mr. Sherman encountered a 5 years creative bottleneck. For a full 5 years, Mr. Sherman couldn't write a single word. He just sitting in front of the table, take a pen on his hand, and put a pen on a notebook. He cannot write any characters just for 5 years. It was an unbearable torment for a creator. Our autism once felt confused and lost, and he never thought of giving up. He firmly believed that the wisdom and inspiration needs persist precipitations. When Mr. Sherman could not write, Mr. Sherman kept cultivating his mind and reading constantly and waiting for the burst of the inner wisdom and the flexible application of spiritual insight. Yeah, to overcome to overcome the joyousness and the laziness, Mr. Sherman tried his best to discipline himself, even even with an alarm set for 3 a.m. Mr. Xuemo also he still struggled to get up. So Mr. Xuemo drank a lot of cool water before bedtime. The physiological urge would make him wake up before 3 o'clock. Okay? So, okay, Lola, nice to meet you, my friend. So if one day, and then I would choose that the first day when I was born. So maybe I would choose the day when I meet our author Xuemo, I'm a teacher Xuemo. So you know that uh, actually when I think everything it will be changed when when we meet the right Xuemo. You know that the wisdom in our author Xuemo's book, okay, is that we can change our destiny through our mind. So when our mind is changing, so our destiny it will be changed too. So I will choose to one day to make our auto more just become so early, more earlier than before. Okay, much earlier than before. So I met our author in the years of 2019 November in Hong Kong. Yeah. So let's continue to talk about the story of our author Okay. So our author tried his best to discipline himself, even with an alarm set for 3 a.m. Mr. Sherman he still struggled to get up. Austin, no, actually no, actually no, yeah. So the Christian, okay, a lot of people in China they're also Christian, yeah, and most of the people in China are the Buddhism and the Taoists, yeah. So and a lot of people are the normal people with no religions, yeah. Just why some people in China they only their religions only to make the money, yeah. So can you imagine that a company making the poison milk powder for the baby? Okay, so just because they didn't have any belief, just because just because they didn't have any belief, yeah. Can you imagine that when the people pour the poison on the egg, okay? So when the people make some oils, okay, it's from the from the how to say that uh, from the garbage. Can you imagine that? Have you ever heard of the news? Some company in China they made their oils, the eating oils from the garbage. Yeah. So that people, that company, they didn't have any belief. Yeah. Let's continue to talk about the book, okay, my friend. So can you imagine that our author Xuemo, he cannot wake up at 3 a.m. and he drink a lot of water before the bedtime. So in his dream, Mrs. Xuemo just dreaming about to find the toilet in his dream. And then he find the toilet here and there. And then so urgency, he cannot find the toilet and he wake up. So that is the way our autism just force himself to wake up at 3 a.m. for the meditation, for the writing, for the reading, yeah, and playing the kung fu, yeah. So and finally, okay, our autism often dream of looking for the toilet repeatedly, and finally wake up naturally at 3 a.m. Starting his day's practice and writing on times. Yeah, that is our autism do. Long hours of sitting and thinking easily lead to the mental dullness. Yeah, to stay sober and focused, to keep his mind clear, our autism pour the cool water on his hair all years round. Yeah, even in the freezing winter, the cool water frozen on his hair instantly. So can you see the icy hair of Otter Xuemo? Can you imagine the icy hair of Otter Xuemo? So in the winter, so Otter Xuemo just keep his mind clear, and he poured the cool water on his hair and pull his head out of the window in the winter. So can you imagine that the winter right here in Wuhan City, Western China, the temperature is below 30. Is below 30. Yes, below 30. Yeah. So the piercing cool keep his mind clear, helping him stay devoted to creation, to write the books. Yeah. To save times, to save times for learning and writing, and to keep a simple heart. Mr. Sherman lived an extremely planned life. Actually, that is not a planned life for our author Sherman. For years, Mr. Sherman only drank the porridges brewed with the man bean power and cool water. Yeah, Mr. Sherman abandoned material enjoyment and devoted all his energy to the spiritual growth. Yeah. So Mr. Sherman never stopped progressing. In the following 9 years, Mr. Sherman maintained an extreme schedule, sleeping only 4 hours a day. Ordinary people will need 5 years to finish reading with 168 volumes of the Qianlong Tripitaka once. And our authorship must study it 3 times in 9 years through absorbing traditional Buddhist wisdom. Yeah. Through long-term precipitation, Mr. Sherman finally sought out profound traditional culture and complete words such as the wisdom of the Buddha. Mr. Sherman's interpretation of the Diamond Sutra, convening ancient wisdom to heal modern anxiety. So that is our Order Sherman's book. Okay, Buddha's wisdom. Okay, this book, our author Sherman used 9 years to write this book. Okay, Buddha's wisdom. To read 168 volumes of the Qianlong, okay, of the Qianlong Chipitaka, 168 volumes. Yeah, and our author must research the books for 3 times and do the meditation, do the visualization, and do the research and interpretation for 9 years. Yeah, the grade was never overnight. Mr. Schumer spent 10 years conceiving and 6 years writing, totaling 16 years of dedication to complete the first epic of the Han nationality, Sosalam. Yeah, this masterpiece, certain nearly 90,000 lines of poetry and more than 1 million words. And its core themes focus on humanity's endless pursuit of eternity. And it tells a story of the lost soul seeking salvation and returning to their spiritual home, the pure land of Sosalam. The work is all embracing, integrating ancient cosmic history, myth, and legends, philosophical belief, dynasty, war, and future technologies, centering the master Nigama and 5 powerful warriors. It depicts their practice, depression, and awakening to the mortal world. and finally defeating desires and evil and rebuilding their spiritual home. Yeah, the roof in the confusion. So I don't know what happened. So I have to answer the phone, my friend. Just wait a minute. 喂，你好。哪里？咋了？对。好的，好的，谢谢，知道了。对对对，这个党组长跟我说了，党组长跟我说了。好，谢谢啊。对。Okay, sorry, I just answered a phone. Okay, so let's continue to talk about the book. Let's continue to talk about the book. Rooting in Confucianism, Buddhism, and Taoism. It explores the philosophy of harmony between man and nature, enlightening the mind and seeing one's true nature, and transcending the self to achieve the greatness. It reflects profound thinking on real life and modern society. So I love this classic story, the white dragon horse that traveled to the western paradise, and the donkey that turned the milestone every single day. Both of them walk non-stop every day of their life. Okay, but many years later, the white dragon horse become a heavenly deity, while the donkey only grow old and tired. What made the huge gap? These two animals just walking without stopping. And after years later, their destiny are totally different. Yeah. The white dragon horse become the heavenly deity, while the donkey just grow old and tired. So what made the huge gap is simple. It's so simple, yeah? It's so simple. Okay, so hi, Goma. Name a car for an addict. Toyota. Okay. Goma, nice to meet you. Okay, Goma, if new here, don't forget to follow our channel. Yeah, my friend. Yeah, you love that. You like Toyota. Okay. Yeah, me too. Okay, my car is also Toyota. Okay. So let's continue. Classic. Yeah, classic. Yeah. Yeah, Asian choice. So also my cousin he chose the which car? Okay, is that called it's also a car of the made in Japan. I forgot the name. Yeah. So it's much higher. It's much higher than Toyota. I forgot the name. Okay. Goma. Okay, nice to meet you. If you're new here, please don't forget to subscribe our channel. Goma. Okay. So let's continue to talk about the bull. Okay. Let's continue to talk about the bull. The white dragon horse has become a heavenly deity, while the donkey grow old and tired. What made the huge gap is simple. The white dragon horse, has a clear purpose for every single step it took, and it had a firm road and a clear direction. And the donkey just walked in the circles with no goal and no vision. Yeah. The efforts looks exactly the same, but their destination were totally different. Yeah, the gap doesn't lie in hard work, but in persistent goal and unchanging faith. Yeah, of course, dreamers, dreamers, of course, dreams and vows means nothing without the real actions. A wise, a wish without effort is just a painting touch on the wall. If you look bright, it looks bright, but it can never light up your life and or get you out of the trouble. Yeah. So many people have beautiful dreams and grand vows, but they refuse to endure loneliness and stick to daily practice. Remember, remember here, my friend, dreams can shine with persistent footsteps. Yeah. So always remember this truth. We follow the church light to walk through the dark night. But the church itself cannot carry you forward. It can only show you the way. It can only show you the way. So the only thing that can lead you out of the darkness is your own footstep. Yeah. No one can replace your growth. No one can accomplish your dreams for you. All, s- all splendor and transformation must be achieved by your own persistence. By your own persistence. Yeah. Keep moving steadily along the line and don't be impatient. Don't rush for quick success. Hold fast to your hold fast to your faith. Stick to your goal and keep working day after day. Slowly progress is better than no progress. Persistence will eventually rewrite your fate. May all, may all of us resist in intensity and keep our original intention and persistent in silent cultivation and meet a better self in the years of perseverance. Yeah. So that's the topic from this book, Beyond Empathy, written by author Xuemo. And this book, a lot of readers said this book is a life-changing book written by Chinese author Xuemo. And then actually a lot of people also changed their life. So this book was written by renowned Chinese author Xuemo. Mr. Xuemo is also a spiritual master, an enlightenment teacher, and realized being. And this book isn't just a read, it's a guide to understand life's deepest truth. Drawing from wisdom, drawing from Eastern wisdom, and the author's decades of practice, and it explores how to transcend the stress, anxiety, and attachment by recognizing our true nature. So if you're tired of feeling lost in chaos or want to find a peace amid life's up and down, Beyond Empathy offers simple, practical insights here. It is not about the empathy theories. Every page can help you connect with your inner clarity. So this is the book, Beyond Empathy, is written by Chinese author Xuemo. So you can grab your copy now and join thousands of readers where the fun can and purpose through this timeless work on Amazon. Yeah. So let's talk about the core of this book. The title, Beyond Empathy. Yeah. So what is the meaning of empathy right here? Emptiness isn't nothingness, but the freedom from being trapped by our thoughts, desire, and fear. Mrs. Sherman used vivid story, personal reflection, and ancient wisdom to show us how to live this present and peace. And what made this book unique, unlike many spiritual books, it is grounded in real life. Whether you are dealing with work pressure, relationship struggle, or just the confusion of modern life, you will find relatable insight here. The author share how to turn suffering into growth and the chaos into clarity. No jargon, just heartfelt truth. So also when we know how to change our destiny, so we have to keep acting. We have to keep acting in our life. Just because action, take action is very important for us. The action is the way to shape our destiny. The only way to shape our destiny. Take actions. So if you if you know the guidance from this book, if you know the theories in this book, and you didn't take actions, and it's just a mind, it's just a dreaming in your mind. Okay, if you didn't take action, it's just a dream in your life. Okay, and you cannot change anything with your life, with your destiny. So what made this book unique, unlike many spiritual books, this book is grounded in real life. Whether you're dealing with war pressure, relationship struggles, or just the confusions of modern life, you will find relatable insight here. The author share how to turn suffering into growth and the chaos into clarity. No jargon, just heartfelt truth. Mr. Xuemo has dedicated to his life to sharing this teaching. And beyond emptiness is his gift to anyone seeking more meaning. Yeah, this book is is being translated into English. Yeah, so you can read the English editions about maybe 4 or 3 months later. Yeah, 4 or 3 months later you can read the English editions of this book. This book is being translated by Dr. Yotaswa Kumar, the professor of Bath University from UK. Yeah, and also the message in this book is universal. So we all have the power to find joy and freedom within. So have you ever felt stuck in overthinking? And this book will show you the way out. Let's chat in the comments, my friend. What is one thing you're looking to let go of today? Yeah, Goma, nice to meet you. Have a nice day. Okay, Goma, have you ever subscribed our channel? Please subscribe our channel for more updates, for more wisdom book. Beyond Emptiness, Beyond Emptiness, written by Chinese author Xuemo. You can find the book on Amazon. Yeah, Beyond Emptiness. Yeah, can you see that? You can find this book on Amazon. So raise your hand if you have ever felt overwhelmed by life's noise. Okay, Goma, have you ever subscribed our channel, Goma? Yeah, this book looks so great, very great. So I read this book at least now I'm reading this book for the eighth time. The eighth time. Our author Shamus asked all of us have to read this book at least 10 times. So I decided to read this book for 20 times. I decided to read this for 20 times. Now I'm reading this book for the 8 times. Yeah, yeah. So this book is a life-changing book. Okay, a lot of guidance and theories in this book. Yeah, and raise your hands if you ever feel overwhelmed by life's noise, work, social media, and the to-do list. If that's you, I have the perfect book for you. Beyond Emptiness, written by Chinese author Xuemo. Yeah. Goma, have you ever subscribed our channel? If you don't, please subscribe our channel. Thank you so much. Mr. Xuemo is a beloved author in China, and this book is his most popular work for a reason. And it will guide you how to create the chaos in your mind. Yeah, thank you so much, Goma. Yeah. Goma, where are you from? Excuse me, where are you from? Okay. So this is Louis from Western China, my friend. Okay, I'm from China, Western China. Yeah. So let's continue to talk about the book. Let's continue to talk about the book. Mrs. Xuemo is a beloved author in China. Can you imagine that this book has been sold 1 million copies in China? This book has been sold nearly 1 million copies in China. This is on empathy, yeah. So, and this book is the Mr. Xuemo's most popular work for a reason. If you guide you how to create the chaos in your mind, let go what's holding you back, and live with more joy and purpose. Imagine that waking up without anxiety, facing challenges with calm, and feeling connected to something bigger than yourself. That is what beyond empathy is offer. Practical, practical tools for everyday life, rooted in centuries of Eastern wisdom, are totally accessible to modern readers. Yeah, the book is easy to read, deeply moving, and life-changing. So don't miss out this chance to transform your relationship with yourself and the world. Now I'm going to share you another opinion in this book. Okay, another opinion in this book. The world is a reflection of the mind in this book, and also our author has a book title. Name of the world is the reflection of the mind. Yeah. So the world is a reflection of the mind is also a topic in this book. It's also a topic in this book. Yeah. So I want to share you a very simple but extremely powerful truth from this book. The topic in this book, the world we live is not the world itself, but a projection in our own mind. Yeah, a projection in our own mind. Most of the pain, most of the misunderstanding, most of the conflict, and most of the negative judgment in our life doesn't come from others, not from the outside world. It comes from our inner prejudice, our delusions, and our fixed thoughts. Yeah. Now I'm going to share you a story, a Chinese famous ancient Chinese story. Okay, which perfectly explains this truth. Once a man who lost his axe. Okay, the axe for cutting the firewood, and he searched anywhere, and he couldn't find it. Okay, and then one day the man the man just saw his neighbor carry a lot of firewood from the hill, and a thought appeared in his mind. My neighbor must have stolen my axe. Yeah. So from that moment on, everything has changed. When he saw his neighbor walking, the neighbor's step looked sneaky and guilty. When he heard the noise of his neighbor talking, and his voice sounded suspicious and unnatural. When he saw his neighbor smiling, he felt the smile was fake and hiding a secret crime in his eyes. His neighbor looked exactly like a thief in every way. Yeah, every moment, every expression, every word seems true. His neighbor's guilt. His neighbor's guilt. A few days later, the man accidentally found his missing axe. It was buried under the firewood in his old wood shelf. Hi, fact. Nice to meet you, fact. Okay, nice to meet you, fact. Yeah. Okay, and he forgotten that he placed the axe there himself. The next day, when he met his neighbor again, surprisingly, everything was completely different. The neighbor walked naturally. Okay, beyond empathy, beyond empathy. Yeah, a life-changing book written by Chinese author Xuemo. Okay, beyond empathy. Yeah, yeah, got that? Beyond empathy. So the next day, when he met his neighbor again, surprisingly, everything was completely different. The neighbor walked naturally, spoke sincerely, and smiled only. There was no trace of thief at all. My friends, please notice this. The neighbor never changed. The neighbor never changed. Only the man's mind changed. Yeah? When we hold the suspicions, the world looks suspicious. Okay? I cannot write that. Okay? Can you hear me clearly, my friend? Can you hear me? Fact? Can you hear me? When we hold the suspicions, the whole world looks suspicious. When we hold prejudice, everyone looks problematic. When we hold delusion, reality becomes distorted. The outside world is always neutral. We color it with our own mind. Yeah, we color it with our own mind. Peter, hi, Peter Cooper, nice to meet you. Okay, you cannot hear me? You cannot hear me? Oh, no. Okay, there's something wrong right here. Peter, yeah, okay. What can I do? What can I do, my friend? What can I do? Oh, I got it. I got it. Oh, that's so bad. That's so bad. Okay, see you. See you, Peter Cooper. See you, Peter Cooper. Nice to meet you. Yeah, thank you for your suggestions. Okay. Okay. Hi, Peter. Yeah, Bison and Bhutanese. Yeah, you're right, Peter. Bison and Bhutanese. Yeah, that's the book's title. Yeah. Oh, so I restart the video again. I don't know what happens to the videos right here. I don't know what happened to the videos right here. Yeah. I have to take a photo. Okay. What happened? What happened? Okay. Okay. Hi, my friend. So when we hold the suspicions, the whole world looks suspicious. When we hold the prejudice, everyone looks problematic. When we hold the delusion, reality becomes distorted. The outside world is always neutral. We color it in our own mind. We color it with our own mind. This is exactly what spiritual wisdom teaches us. The world is the reflection of the mind. The world is the reflection of the mind. That is the that is not the mind's problem. Okay, that's because the problem of the internet issue. The internet issue, yeah. That is the internet issue. Internet issue. Okay, can you see that, my friend? Just because the internet issue. Okay. Hi, my friend. Can you hear me? So we perceive life through the sixth sense: eyes, ears, nose, tongue, body, and mind. The the sixth senses create all our feeling, our judgment, our like and dislike. Yeah. So nothing outside has fixed meaning. Nothing is absolutely good or bad, beautiful or ugly. Look at the world objectively. The rotten meat is disgusting for human, but the food for the dogs. The manure dirty for us, but home for the insect. Okay, yeah, there's some kind of problems. Yeah, there's some kind of internet problems, my friend. So if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe our channel. Thank you so much, my friend. Yeah, I don't know what happened of the internet. Okay, so I should phone to the internet company. Okay, later. There's some problems. Okay. Yeah, Peter Copper, nice to meet you. Thank you so much. Thanks for your opinion. So let's continue to talk about that. Okay, all difference come only from our inner perspective. All conflict, all misunderstanding, all suffering arise from our deluded mind. Yeah, many people try to control their thoughts. They try not to overthink, not to worry, not to judge, but they always fall. Why? It's because the thoughts move faster than anything else. If you the lack of awareness, get easily carried away by random thoughts and fall into negative emotions. The true practice is very simple. The true practice is very simple. Do not fear rising thoughts. Fear only unawareness. Yeah, we don't need to find our thoughts. We just need to observe them calmly, without following them, without judging them. So when we abiding in our true heart, wandering thoughts turn into wisdom. We can handle life calmly, yet our inner peace remain untouched. When we live in delusion, thoughts become massive and tangling our heart and creating endless suffering. Yeah, all experiences in life are temporary. Pain, happiness, gain, and loss all eventually become memories, like passing dreams. Most people suffer not because life is too bad, it's too hard, but because they cling too tightly to fleeting things. They care too much about their others' opinions, too afraid of failure, too attached to temporary result. A calculating and self-centered mind create a narrow, painful world. A peaceful, open, and grateful mind create a brighter and gentle world. As the ancient saying goes in China, if we understand the Tao in the morning, we are satisfied even if we pass away in the evening. So one day of waking life is far more precious than 1,000 years confused of struggle. My dear friend, the outside world will always have change, challenge, and uncertainty, but we can always change our inner world. Remember that story of the X, the world doesn't need to change. Our mind needs to change. When we will let go of prejudice, misunderstanding, disappear. When we let go of suspicions, conflict ends. When we purify our mind, our whole life become bright. Yeah. Hi, my friend. Okay. Thank you so much for coming with me. Okay. So if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe our channel. Okay? Thank you so much. I have to go. See you. Have a nice day.